Hi, I'm Kyle,
I'm Morgan.
and this is our urban farmstead. A year ago, we moved into this house in East Sacramento, an old bungalow that really had nothing done to the yard, big empty yard, and it was really up to us to do whatever we wanted with it, which was great because that left a lot of sunlight for us to grow vegetables and ability for us to pretty much plant it how we wanted it. And so with that, we've done a lot of drought-tolerant native landscapes and then mixed fruit and vegetables into there. And we also have a dedicated urban farmstead in one big section of our garden.
I love being able to share our produce with our friends and our family and all of our neighbors and hopefully inspire them to do the same thing in their backyards.
Yeah, Sacramento actually just passed an urban farmstead ordinance where residents are allowed to sell the produce that they grow in their own backyard to other people in their community, which gives us a really good opportunity to share what we have with not only just our friends, but anybody that wants it. So it's really making local, organic, sustainable produce available to everybody in the community at a good value.
We just want to share what we have and encourage people to buy local. So say we have, a little bunch of herbs that at the grocery store you would maybe get too many and you'd end up having to throw them away because they would go bad. So we'd like to promote less waste with that and only buying what you really need to use.
It lets you appreciate those vegetables more. It's like when you live in an area that has 4 seasons, and when it's summertime you love it, but as soon as the rain comes you're totally in love with that season again, and then when summer comes back around you're excited about it. It's the same thing with vegetables. If you have tomatoes year round, they're just tomatoes, but if you have tomatoes when they're in season, you're excited about those tomatoes.
Having the urban farmstead and being able to show people what is growing at what time of year, they'll be able to see what's in season and maybe incorporate what is seasonal into what they're wanting to cook for dinner that night, instead of buying things that are coming from South America just because they want something in particular for their recipe.
Knowing where your food comes from is a really important thing. I think it used to be important to people, and over the years we sort of lost sight of that, and the importance became the availability. And it doesn't matter where it came from, I just want it. And that was really important to us for a long time, and for some people it still is, but I think finally the importance of knowing where your food came from and who made it is becoming really important again. Obviously kids are always going to be reluctant to eat their vegetables, but if they can kind of see how they're growing and where they're growing and learn a little bit more about them, I think it can be more fun. One of the reasons you should grow your own vegetables and grow your own fruits in your yard is because you have all of the freedom and all of the control to grow anything you want, really. If you want to grow an entire garden bed of arugula, or if you want to grow 20 different tomatoes in one bed, you can try it. It may not work, but you can try it. And next year, you can try something different and see what works for you. My brother lived in the middle of the city and he grew cherry tomatoes right next to his kitchen sink. It's all about just wanting to do it and trying to do it. Whether you live downtown in the city or if you live in the suburbs, it can be really easy and really fun, and there's endless possibilities and endless advantages to growing your own vegetables.